Welcome, everybody, to this week's Distressed Property Call. This podcast and broadcast is brought to you by Home Loan Advocates. That's right, my partner David Bartel at Home Loan Advocate. They specialized in distressed property solutions for buyers, sellers, investors, and realtors across the country. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter the situation you're in. If you're working on a distressed property and you need some assistance, call 805-413-8000. Again, that number is 805-413-8000. Ask for David Bartels or visit homeloanadvocates.com. Or if you'd like, send David an email at david@homeloanadvocates.com. This episode is also brought to you by Monster Marketing. That's right. That's the reason this call started and why we do it each and every week. Monster Marketing. It is a direct marketing method that I created to get face-to-face with people that have missed payments. It's literally 3% of the market, some more in other areas, but Monster Marketing guarantees face-to-face results with these people. We will give you proven step-by-step coaching, training, and mentoring so that you can convert those individuals into listings or deals, depending on being a realtor or investor. If you would like to find out more, go visit HONISH.com. That's HONISH.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to your presentation today. This is Unstuck Yourself. Let's reboot you for 2020. My name is Lee HONISH. I have been a trainer now since 2007. I have taught everybody from the subject of short sales and distressed properties all the way to getting and working with buyers and sellers. I'm a day-to-day marketer. I was named the top marketer for the last 3 years for a product called Monster Marketing. I was named one of the most innovative marketers in America. And today I'm going to unstuck you for 2020. And I'm going to be perfectly honest at the beginning of this. I've got my coaching students here, so if you're watching this as a replay and see my eyes flirt about, it's me watching other screens. But I want to talk to you directly. This is 2020. This is the digital age. We are at a point where there is going to be a huge difficulty between the connection between a computer, social media, whatever, and you, right? And the reason I say that is the only thing that's going to make you successful this year is literally what we're doing right here, talking face-to-face. Rarely do I do a presentation that's eye-to-eye, face-to-face like this. But I need you to understand, for you to be successful, that you need to be eye-to-eye and face-to-face. That's the only thing that's going to defeat the Zillows, the MRMLSs, the whatever you can think of. This is the digital age, okay? For too long, and I mean this sincerely as a guy who does marketing, for too long, we have relied on the word realtor, or that we've relied too heavily, if you're an investor watching this, being an investor, and that is special by itself. In this day and age, it's no longer special because I can go online, I can get it cheaper, and probably in a lot of cases, with all due respect to a lot of you out there, I can get better service. But my industry as a coach, as a marketing professional, we keep professing that the methods of using spammy day-to-day methodology, right, of just keep at it, keep pounding it, just walk through the front door, just take the photos, just keep knocking on doors, just keep calling, just keep at it, you'll be successful. I'm here to tell you in 2020, it's not going to work. You're done. And this is the year that's going to be the cutoff line for real estate agents. I know it. I can see it. The Fed's going to raise the rate. The value of property is going to come down. There will be distressed properties, but that's not the point of my call. The point of my call is it's 2020 and you need a game plan right now, right here, wherever you are in the country, to go forward and to be successful. And I mean that deeply and sincerely. The mistake we all make the day after New Year's, the new you, new me, right? I've literally spent the last several months working on me and recreating me. And my coaching students would be the first to tell you that they like it. So if I get emotional or there's something weird about this presentation because you've never seen me before or you think I'm overly emotional, that's because I never thought there was emotion to this. The reality is you need to connect and engage. You need to take 100% responsibility for your 50% of your transformation. And if you want to write that down and put it up on a wall, that's the reality of your life at this moment. You want to be successful, take 100%, 50% of your life. Every single person you meet, every human being you meet. Take 100% accountability of the 50% that you meet. So the reality of everything going on in 2020, it is about eye-to-eye and face-to-face connection. It's no longer how slick your landing page is. It's no longer how good your funnel page is. It's no longer how good your Facebook funnel page is. It's done. Okay, those days are done. The reality of what you need to start accepting is that we need to figure out how to have personal connection, right? 100% of your 50%. Every human you meet, every person you meet is a connection. And can you be 100% present? Can you be brave enough and bold enough and present enough as a real estate professional or an investor or whomever you are to connect and engage and tell them what you do with confidence? And that is the number one issue that I've seen. So I've broken this down. I'm going to cover it all, and then I'll take questions from the room that is here. But I want to make it abundantly clear. First and foremost, I would love to talk and engage with everybody. Everybody who's on the call has already gotten my cell phone number directly to call me. But if you have any questions and you're watching this as a replay, go to honish.com. Sign up. I would love to do a one-on-one and reboot you completely for 2020 and completely help you get a game plan for next year. If you don't take advantage of it, you're crazy. I'm trying to help 100 people. That's my goal for this month. And hopefully your goal is to get 100 new clients. So let's talk about that. So let's talk about being unstuck. Let's start right there at the top. There are 3 reasons, in my humble opinion, that people get stuck, right? And let's just break them down in order. The first is what I call the icebreaker syndrome. I've changed it. It used to be this weird 15, 30, 60, 90, because that's sort of the old version of me. It wasn't the refined version of me where I am right now, having gone through a lot of changes and gone through growth and going through being with probably the most expensive personal PhD doctor on the planet who works with relationship. It's changed me. It's changed the way I've taught. And I'm happy to share what I've learned so that you can incorporate it in your business. And this is the most important rule. There are 3 problems that are making you stuck right now. And I'm going to check with the room. I want everybody to let me know, is it going to be 1, 2, or 3? So we'll start with number 1. Number 1 is what I call the icebreaker, right? It doesn't matter if I go to the day market out here in Oceanside right now, or if I go to the night market, or if I go to Newport for New Year's, right? And go see bad 80s music. The question is, can I connect and engage with the people around me? And can I do it genuinely and authentically? That's a big word, genuinely and authentically. You have to be yourself, no matter what it is. And in doing that, by connecting and engaging and investing in them. This is a big sort of change for me over the last several months, right? I'm more interested in who people are and what they do, and I want to hear about it. And I often, as a marketing professional, I often ask them, are they interested in magnifying it, right? I'm going to give you a side note right now. My coaching students know this. I wouldn't have brought it up, but I know that I'm making my first video of the year. 99% of what you do is for free. You need to understand that and own it, right? 99% of what we do is in real estate is free, period. There's no way around it. And if 99% of what we do is for free in real estate, why not engage and share that information and help people with it, right? And that will create clients. And the next step, I'm owning 100% of my 50%. That's 2. The next step is I'm engaging and connecting and magnifying the person I'm with. Okay, so step 1 is my icebreaker. So I know these things coming in when I meet anyone. I was at a food truck on New Year's Eve, and I was talking to the guys who own the food truck. I had no intention of imposing my marketing skills or my wills or whatever it is that I do for a living. I do marketing on every front. I was just getting food from my friends, and I just connected and engaged with them in a casual conversation. The conversation led to, they asked me, what do you do? Right? Isn't that what we all want? I'm looking around, right? Isn't that the real icebreaker here? Connecting and engaging will always get people to ask you, what do you do? I know for a fact one of my newest coaching students is on this call, and I have been working diligently with her on this particular topic. You need to connect. I know it's scary. You have to let people know you. You have to let people inside. You have to be vulnerable, which is a really scary word, especially for the men that are watching this. And if you just think that that's not macho enough for you and that you can be a tough guy and just bully your way into being a real estate professional, cool for you. Stop watching. You're not going to dig the rest of this at all. I'm just being honest. The reality is you have to share yourself. I know it sounds silly. I know that I have done training for years that it's all this mechanical approach and that it's just numbers and everything will work out. At the end of the day, when I built Monster Marketing, at the end of the day, when I built the buyer funnel for Facebook, that when I did my one-on-one coaching, I wanted everybody to believe that it was all mechanical. Like you can just do numbers and you'll succeed. I'll be honest, you can do it that way and you'll survive. There's a huge difference between the 80% and the 20% in real estate. The 20% that are extremely successful, that have extraordinary numbers, okay? That have extraordinary numbers, connect and engage. They do. There are no real jerk-off mechanics in that pile. There's a couple. I'm not going to lie. I know them by name, actually, and they're friends. And they're very successful. But the ones that are really at the top, I mean, state number ones, I don't know their personal lives, but when they connect and engage with clients and they couple that with the actual science of marketing, they are devastating combinations, right? It is the combination of love and logic all simultaneously, right? Because people know this about me, up till today, I just believed it was all logic. Logic will win. Logic will let you survive. Does that make sense? Everybody following me on this? I'm checking with my coaching room, and I'm sorry for those watching you as a replay, but I have a full coaching room here, and I'm trying to actually have 2 people drop off the call. They're really not going to like the rest of this presentation, I'm pretty sure. Everybody track with that? Everybody understand that? So I need an icebreaker, right? And for me, this is the biggest hurdle for people. You are afraid for people to know you, either to know that you don't know enough about real estate or that you don't have confidence in yourself. And I'm telling you that in real estate, you get hired basically on a couple of premises, and it's very simple, okay? The premises are this. They would much rather like you and trust you than believe in your expertise. So wouldn't it make more sense to focus on getting them to like and trust you and engage with you and like you as a person? We all know this. Everybody who gets a client usually is getting them as a second client. The reality of the situation, and we've all seen this historically, somebody who doesn't have any skill in real estate got a listing because they're a family member or friend. I mean, that's a very, very real thing in our industry, right? When you pick up an expired listing that's gone sideways, it's because the first person didn't have the expertise. And I want to tell you, especially because there's a particular coaching student on the line right now who just commented, I would love for you to believe that it's about expertise. Expertise will just let you survive. Love and trust and like, love and like, whatever terminology you want to use, are going to get you more clients. If you can think right now, right, that your clients love you, then you're doing the right thing. If you can confidently go out and tell people who you are, confidently, you will be successful. You just need to couple that with mechanics. If you're at this step and you're going, Lee, that's not me, I've got it, I can talk to people. Good. For those of you who can't, stop right here. You've got to find it in yourself. And for those on the call that already have the information, call me and let's find your it, right? Let's get you started. I literally have someone on this call right now who that is the biggest issue. It's not the rest of it. I can literally mechanically fix the rest of her life. And I know she's literally staring at the camera right now. Her biggest issue is this. This is scary. Love and like and connecting is scary for a lot of people. It was for me. It's cost me relationships. It's cost me friends. And it forced me to change the way I operate. People who know me now, especially my coaching students, appreciate who I am. right now, because I am literally trying to connect and engage with you and to make you better. And I'm doing it for free. 99% of what I do is free, right? And I have to fundamentally believe that that 1% will make me successful and make me paid. And I can safely tell you this. If you give away 99% of your life, your love, everything you've got, the 1% will pay you. They will. You'll make more money than you know what to do with. Everybody understand? Step one, do you have an icebreaker? Can you connect and engage? Can you give up 100%? Can you be 100% of your 50%, right? Can you connect and engage, be authentic, be real, really care about somebody else? Can you give away 99% of what you have? If you're saying, yeah, Lee, I got this, I'm nailed, come on, give me mechanics. Great, take a back seat. I know on this call right now for a fact that this is the number one, that's why it's the number one issue in my humble opinion. I'm gonna go to the day market after this call. I know that I'm going to talk to people. I know somebody's gonna ask me to help them with their marketing. I have that confidence. If I was out there with my business partner, we would find listings, okay? That's reality. That's just the truth. I can walk around a market and I can go find a deal with my business partner for real estate, 100%, not even a debate. I have that confidence, but what the reality is, I can be 100% of 50% of that relationship when I meet someone, and I'll give away 99%, and they'll hire me. They just will. The question is, can you do it? Thank you, Dane. I appreciate it. That's step one. If you don't have that, your 2020 is going to suck. You know why? Because Zillow's got more money, EXP is going to overwhelm it, and Keller Williams is going to overteach it, and the big coaching gurus are going to tell you that it's a script and a blowout, because that takes us into step two, right? So if you're stuck here, here's what the next problem is, and I call it shiny bauble syndrome. That's the truth. Everybody in real estate, business, sales, life, including me, what's my quick fix? And how much do I have to pay for it, right? What do I have to pay? Just send me seller leads, give me buyer leads. Look, I provide leads. That's why I was kind of doing this special leads program for you guys before I turned it all off. I'm not going to do it anymore, because the reality is of me giving you leads after leads after leads, if you don't respect it, you just think it's a magic bullet. Like, where's the listing lead? Where's the buyer? Where's the this? I recently had to do a refund because somebody didn't get it. And I've literally watched through the holiday season people saying that they would spend $3,000 or $4,000 on rentals in their communities. And my question is, you're telling me you can't talk to them and find out why they're not purchasing at that price range? You can't connect and engage with them, right? We're back to number one. So everybody follow this. I can tell you verbatim, and there are many people on this call who I know personally who are what we call buyers in the real estate community or in the investor community, where you just buy stuff, okay? I don't do that. It's not me. My stuff works. I really get leads. That's not a BS thing. If I don't, I wouldn't give the guarantees that I do. I wouldn't guarantee the work that I do. It's step two, right? Step two is literally this. You think that there's a magic bullet out there? Because this is the week for us in real estate, right? We're going to be spammed with emails of the perfect coaching program, the perfect script, the perfect mailer, the perfect phone call, the blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah with the blah, 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 and a side of secret sauce that will track and follow people around the web and do this. Okay, let's say that they all produce leads. Not talking about scripting or coaching, okay? Because I believe that there's a value in that, right? I'm not talking about breaking arrows on your chest or walking on hot coals. I don't think that does anything for you. I think the reality is, for everybody who's watching this right now, the first thing you should do is go find your local outdoor market on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, whenever you watch this. Go walk around and talk to people and learn how to connect and engage. Once you can do that on the fly, you might be a successful agent in 2020. Because I'll say it again, Zillow, Trulia, God knows what'll pop up this year. Even NAR itself, Realtor.com, which isn't even owned by the National Association. They're all vying for your people. They all are, right? So you can't out spam them. You can't out social media them. You're not going to win. And you have to understand this. The only thing that's going to win from this point forward for you doing real estate in any shape or form on any level, commercial to land to buyer to seller to expired, is whether or not you can do this. And if you don't, you're going to fail, right? Step one. Step two, I can safely tell you this as a guy who creates marketing successfully without a negative review in sight, with 100% guarantees and 200% guarantees. It doesn't matter how many face-to-face appointments I get you. It doesn't matter how many leads I get you off of Facebook. It doesn't matter if I literally hand deliver, as I've recently learned in a business transaction with my previous business partner. It doesn't matter if I hand deliver you the perfect person to work with. At the end of the day, if you don't engage, the deal's dead. I don't have time for that. I don't. You shouldn't either, right? I'm owning 100% of my 50%. I'm authentic. I am. I know Donald Ross is on this call. We had this conversation maybe about a month ago on one of my coaching calls when I was kind of going through this and becoming this. And paying a very expensive person to make me like this so that it helps you. It helps me, right? Are you trying to change the world, or are you just trying to make a buck? Because if you're just trying to make a buck, again, turn off the video. It's the last 20 minutes of this is going to suck for you, because I don't have magic bullets. There are no secrets. I can produce leads for days. That's why I offered it to all of you today. And I say this to everybody on the call, take advantage of it, because I really am going to turn it off, because it's just going to be exclusive to the coaching that I do in the future. That's it. I'm done. I'm over it. I literally am. It's just a month. You get to try it out. If you want it for the entire year, let me know. But the number I gave you is legit. I'm going to just turn it on and let you guys at it. But the reality is, I can't make you convert. I can't make you call them, right? We're back at step one. I can't teach you how to engage if you're afraid to engage and connect and be real. I see it so often when I go into an office. I get literally paid tens of thousands of dollars to go in and work with real estate companies and brokers that have hundreds of agents. Train our agents, get us more leads. That's what they ask for. I tell people I get people more of what they want. I am a unique provider. The reality is, mechanically, it's usually a breakdown. And secondarily, nobody wants to connect and engage. They just want the deal. Look, I want the deal too. By the way, if you have a deal, just call me, right? I'll buy it. I'll put my name on the contract. But that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm friends with one of the biggest investors in Orange County, right? He will buy your deal personally. Just send me an email, right? But that's not the truth. The truth is, his phone isn't ringing off the hook as somebody who will just buy anything. You still have to get the deal. And the deal requires, that's why I'm doing this face-to-face. There's no way around this. I wanted to believe I could get around this. I wanted to believe I could coach you to get around this. I wanted to believe I could create a system to get around this. And I'm here to tell you, in 2020, I'm stuck at step one for a lot of you. You're not learning how to connect and engage. You believe it's expertise. You believe it's a marketing piece. Step two, right? Shiny Bobble syndrome. I can buy the deal. I can buy the Zillow. I can buy the this. I can buy the that. I can buy some slick folders. I can just drop it at the door. They'll want to meet with me. Blah, 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 blah. It's all words, words, words. What you're doing is surviving. It's silly. Stop. Step three, and this is the biggest one. And when I started coaching one-on-one personally, this is the number one thing I see. And it's the number one thing that I paid the person who worked with me to help me teach you. So write it down, learn it, live it. It's the emotion of it. There's no such thing as lazy. There's no such thing as lazy. I don't want people to label you that way. The first thing that I can tell you about the emotion of it, stop getting down on yourself. I don't like it with the people that I coach and the people that I love. My daughter will be the first one to tell you, we have a personal rule. Don't put yourself down. Sorry. You guys get down on yourself. It's almost ridiculous. I mean, that's real. That's really real. I get that your family member is sick. I get, and by the way, everything I'm about to tell you is me personal. I get that you're going through a breakup. I get that your family members are sick, or your daughter's sick with possibly life-threatening illness. But why are you getting down on yourself? Like, why is that affecting you? You're not lazy. You're scared. If you can't get past number 3, you're not going to get to number 1, and then you're sure as heck not going to go to number 2. So do you see how these 3 play out? You have real trauma in your life that you're not dealing with that's making you scared, and you're afraid of failing because things are failing around you. Sorry, I knew 3 would be hard. A stupid video. Deal with your trauma. Tell somebody. Call me. Okay? Right? Go to HONISH.com, fill out the form. I will talk to you. And I'm telling you the number one thing people tell me. Number 1, I was a top producer until fill in the blank. So what is your fill in the blank that's holding you back? And I'm telling you that in the last 90 days, everything you think you can tell me happened to me in a 90-day time span. Literally everything. There is not even, I've never even heard a slight sideways discussion on this topic. Everything you can imagine happened to me in a 90-day time span. And I came out of it. And I turned it into this. There's a positive in everything. I know this because I'm looking at my coaching students. They've never seen this. So if you're watching this video going, I don't know what's up with this guy, I'm just telling you the truth. I do have that big a coaching group, and the students I have right now are literally jaw dropped. I think would be, if I kind of nailed it for you. This is the reality. Every single person I coach, at whatever price tag I coach them for, however long I coach them, first words, I was a top producer. Second words they say, then this happened. It happened to me in a 90-day time span, and I turned it into a positive. What are you doing about it? I have an icebreaker. I don't believe that there is an easier, softer way for me to be successful. I don't. That is reality. I just don't. I believe that I have to put in the work. I have to put in the work in me and use my negatives as positives and not get mired down and look backwards and to go forwards. So if you want to be successful in 2020, I'm telling you, those are the 3 things that are making you stuck. And I'll put it out to my coaching students. If you're stuck right now and I didn't hit the reason you think you're stuck, you are still wrong. It's going to be one of those 3 things. There is nothing else in real estate. Because once you figure those things out in your life and you understand those 3 stuck terminologies, right? I don't have an icebreaker. I don't know how to connect. It's labeled wrong. But I don't know how to, I should be called, I don't know how to connect with people. I'm afraid to let people know who I am. I'm afraid that they won't like me. So it's better that I be a tough agent or a smart agent or a this agent or a labeled agent, or I've got this designation agent. Sorry to break it to you. They don't give 2 flying craps. They want to like you and trust you. And the only way to do that is for you to connect with them. Number 2, don't think you're going to buy yourself out of this trouble. You're just not. There is no magic bullet in real estate. You're going to have to talk to people. I can tell you safely that there are many great lead generation strategies, and I'm going to cover them right now, right, for the next 10, 15 minutes. I will tell you lead strategies, okay, to give you a better boost for next year. And thirdly, I'll say it again, literally everybody that I do one-on-one coaching with. Lee, I was a top producer, but this happened, and I let my business go, right? And you weren't doing all the right steps. You didn't keep your leads. You didn't follow up with your people. You didn't. These are it's so common that it's almost ridiculous, okay? And I'm telling you, having now coached for many, many years, one-on-one with big brokerages, small brokerages, I'm the guy everybody calls after you buy all the shiny baubles. I'm the guy that you call after you can't figure out why your killer marketing piece didn't work and the script didn't work. I'm the guy you call, okay? And what I've learned now over the years, I can't get around it. I fought it in my personal life. It has ruined my personal life. It has rebuilt my personal life. I have no choice. I have to own 100% of my 50%. Period. And 99% of what I do is free, and I accept it. That's why you're getting this call. That's why you're getting this video. If you don't get this and you think that there's a better way, you are insane for having watched 30 or 40 minutes of this already. You're not going to get around this. You're just not. And for those of you that are in the last category, I feel for you. I really do. I think I mocked fate. I did. Nothing bad ever happens to me, right? And then it all happened at the same time. All of it. There isn't a scenario you can think of that did not happen to me in literally a 3-month span. It was so shocking that it was mind-boggling. And every time something bad kept happening, it couldn't get any worse. Here's the positive. Couldn't get any worse. Couldn't get any worse. Yeah, it can every single day for a long time, for a lot of people. Your pain is, I'm not trying to lessen your pain. I'm not. It all hurts. But I know that you also want to be successful. It's one of those 3 things. There is nothing else but those 3 things. Everybody with me? Everybody sort of track on that? Everybody good? So I'm going to move forward. I want to give you a little bit of a game plan for next year, and I'll just make it really quick. It'll just take 10 minutes, and then I'll take questions for those that want to stay. So from this point of view, sorry to take my eyes off the camera. It's very weird. I'm multitasking. Barbara DeMarco, taking responsibility is so important. We're the only ones who are responsible. I agree. Nothing, no one else. It's paralyzing. It's not paralyzing, but we get labeled now as lazy when that happens, right? You're lazy. You're just lazy. I hear brokers say it to me all the time. My agents are lazy. Really, have you actually talked to them? Maybe they don't have the skill set. Maybe, right? You don't have the skill set. You don't have the icebreaker. You don't know how to connect and engage. Maybe they have a personal tragedy. I hear it from brokers so often, it's almost shocking to me. I get a lot of agents. Everything is based on fear, Jane. Jane just wrote, I think it's fear. It is fear. But that goes back to step 1, right? That's because you don't know how to connect and engage and be you and be authentic and learn how to like literally meet people on the fly. On the fly. Like I'm telling you that on New Year's Eve, because I met this security guard and I just connected and engaged and was talking to him. I literally had a $25 general admission to this really kind of crazy outdoor 80s thing, right? He walked us up to the $1,000 VIP area because I was just authentic and connected. It's not, I always say it looks like Jedi mind tricks for people who do it correctly because I'm not that skilled, right? I actually have to talk and be face to face, but people who are very authentic, they're natural magnets. Like people just want to be around them. They just do. And when you couple that with an expertise like real estate, it's devastating. How are you not the top producer in your area, right? Okay, so just because I have about 10 minutes left and I want to record this real quick, I'm going to give you, my coaching students all know this, but I'm going to give you the quick funnel of what I believe you have to do to be successful. So if you can work out why you're stuck in any one of those 3, or you have a problem or whatever it is, everybody on the call here, you have my cell phone. You guys should be blowing up my cell phone literally at this moment to get some time with me. I'm just going to be brutally honest. For those of you who are watching this, go to honish.com, click on a button, fill out a form. I will call you and I will talk to you. I will tell you what one of the 3 you are, and we'll help you get a game plan, all right? My coaching students know this about me. I need dry mouth. That was intense. Everybody good? Wasn't the presentation you thought you'd get. It's like a Batman conversation, the hero you want or don't want, whatever it is. There are 3 things that will make you successful. If you can get over your unstuck self, there are only 3 funnels left in real estate, okay? Number 1, you need to do direct, let's start with referral marketing. Number 1 is referral marketing. If you want to be successful, go pull all your emails, go pull all your cell phone numbers, put together a list for God's sakes. If you have not done so, then start today. Start generating contacts. Just start. Just stop lamenting. Stop feeling bad about it. Stop feeling bad you didn't follow up with past clients because they just kept rolling in and you were a top producer and you were bitching and awesome. Great. Okay. If you don't have a client list, you will be dead. You need to build a tribe. Get followers of you, right? Even in real estate. You're going to create content. You're going to engage them. I don't care if you're podcasting. I don't care if you're building videos. Whatever it is that you have to do to keep your clients alive so that when they think of real estate, they tell a friend. Because your highest source of listings, as much as I want to admit it, I want to believe it's good marketing, but the truth is your highest source of listings, period, is going to be your client list and whether or not they refer people to you. And if you're not creating engaging content and you're not creating a tribe and you're not sending emails and you're not doing live broadcasts and you're not doing any of that, you're going to fail. You will be, again, let me make it clear. There's surviving and there's thriving. I don't like surviving, okay? For the last 3 months, as I've gone through my personal journey, I've seen what it's like to survive. It sucks. It's not fun. It has a high level of stress. You're literally just, and I mean this both with direct meaning and figuratively, or however you want to take it. You're just waiting to die. Like you're just doing time on the planet. Like you're not enjoying life. You're not engaging. People don't want to be around you. You will lose more relationships in that situation. You will become what I used to term one person I knew, a negative succubus of existence. Okay? So that's number one. You got to build a tribe. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. Number two, you have to have direct marketing, right? I would love to insert I would like to tell you that there are magic bullets out there. The best you can get with the Monster Marketing program. The way I'm going to retool the program next year, I'm going to leave for my coaching students the advocate marketing through my business partner, David Bartels, who does our mitigation. I'm going to leave that whole thing running and our long-term coaching group running. But the day-to-day sales of Monster Marketing are literally going to end. They just are. I'm going to retool it individually to each person I coach. And I'm putting this out there because for those of you that are with the coaching group or anybody who sees this and you're thinking about, yeah, I need lead to like tell me what to do for the entire next year. I'll make that offer. I'm okay with it, right? I'm going to take the monster for each person I coach and tool it specifically for them. I know how to do it now. So if it's expireds we're going after, great. If we're going after distress, that's great. I would push that direction because I believe in it. I'm going to leave advocate marketing. I'm going to leave my personal coaching group, all of you that are on this call, exactly where you are. It's not going to change, and the website's not going to change. I'm just not going to sell it to the general public because when short sales actually happen, they can become a personal coaching student and they can pay 10 times what you guys paid because they weren't around. They just didn't put in the work. They want a magic bullet. I'm done. I'm going to fix each person one at a time from now on. I'm very, very tired of doing it other ways, to be perfectly honest. I know now that I can do this one-on-one and I can literally affect and change lives. So you need direct marketing. And I'll say this for those of you who know nothing about Monster Marketing, you can go to HONISH.com. But the reality is the truth of direct marketing. Okay, then knock on a door, then cold call, then do a door drop, then do a FedEx drop, but do something. Okay, so we're at two whole things you've got to figure out every single week. And the third, where's your social media? Where's your, you don't even need a website. Where's your social media? Where's your Yelp review? Where is your online presence? And for those of you who think that I'm just full of crap, excuse me for being very direct. You think I'm full of shit? Every person you meet is going to look you up online and search you. But Lee, I have a common name. My name is Joe Brown. Great, make it Joe Brown Realtor. Oh, Lee, there's 15 people named Joe Brown Realtor. Okay, you're Joe Brown Realtor in your city. What are you doing? And I mean this to everybody. I'm kind of not looking at my coaching group because they know this. I'm talking to the rest of you that are watching this video. What are you doing? Like, really, what are you doing with your lives that you think you can get away without having a Facebook page? Or don't talk to me about Instagram. I've actually done all the studies on literally everything people can tell me on these topics. I have read more books. I have been doing it for 3 years of doing social media marketing for companies that just sell pizzas all the way up to high-end brokerages. Facebook, that's all there is. Demographically speaking, emotionally speaking, targeting speaking, everything. I mean, I'm literally doing it with a doctor in a coaching group right now. Like I can target exactly his demographic. Like I can do so much more without spending a dime. It's 100% free if it's done correctly. And a Yelp review, you can't put together, a Yelp page, you literally can't put together a Yelp page. Literally, you can't put together a Yelp page. That's mind-boggling. You're not on Google Places. You're not on the maps. You're not on the this. You're not on the that. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to just survive, I guess. I remember 3 years ago sitting at a table with a top producer who had nothing but listings, nothing. And I was starting to really go down the bunny hole of understanding Facebook and the algorithms and how it works, which creates the program that you guys know about right now. It was literally 3.5 years in the making. And I said something about a Facebook profile with somebody else at the table and the page and how the algorithm was working and what I was working on. And they looked at me and go, why would anybody want to be on Facebook? I don't even have a Facebook profile. Then I guess you're not going to survive. I get that you're very busy right now and you think it's all going very well for you. But if you don't have 3 major components in your week, right? I'm working with my past clients. I'm creating content that's engaging. You've heard me and David talk about it a million times on coaching calls. Number 2, you're not doing direct marketing every single week. And number 3, I'm not creating a social media presence that's connecting and engaging on a daily basis, right? I'm telling you in an 8-hour day, you can do this. It's not hard. What I'm doing right here is an hour, and I've created new content. I can put it on social media. I can send it out to the coaching group. I can send it here. I can send it there. Horton will hear a who. Sorry, Dane, I know you're on the call. It's kind of fun to me. That's what it's going to take for 2020. So I'm going to put this out there for all of you that are here on the call. I'm going to hit pause because we're at the top of the hour, and I'll take questions and talk to you guys directly right here. I just want to close up the video right here. First and foremost, if you just want a free one-on-one with me, go to honish.com, HONISH.com. If the monster's still available, get involved with it. If the lead page is still up for the leads, get it. It's a great deal. For those of you that are coaching students watching this today and rebooting your 2020 on the replay, take advantage of any of the offers or the links that I've included in those emails. I am doing coaching for next year. Everything will be one-on-one. It is 365 days of coaching, period. It is 200% guaranteed. I am that confident. Everybody that I work with, that I do one-on-one with, has been successful. I was kind of hoping that a couple of them that are already on the other side of their first, it's going to take a month or 2. I don't own magic bullets. I've got to rebuild you from the ground up. I have to fix your emotion. I have to fix your icebreaker. And I've got to get you to stop buying crap that doesn't work. It's even a thing, I think my business partner's on the call. She'll tell you that she loves getting involved in programs. And one of the things between the two of us is me constantly telling her, no. Lee, will you review this and see if it's good? No, it's not. Stop. But I love her, and she's a great person, and that's why I work directly with her, okay? So for those of you that want 365 days of coaching, I'm going to put it on Jane's link and send it out. Type in www.leehonishwebinar.com. Okay? Simple as that. For those of you that are watching it, I just sent it to the room. It's leehonishwebinar.com. The link will be up. I'm probably only going to take 4 or 5 people for the year. I mean, I'm just being perfectly honest. It's expensive. It's $5,000 for the year. It's 200% guaranteed. You can break it up into 2 payments and it's $6,000. I guarantee that I will get you at least 1 transaction or 200% money back. So you invest 5. If I don't get you a listing, which I know for most of you will be enough to pay for the program and then some. And I generally get my first listing for everybody. Statistically, if you're doing what I tell you, you should have it within 6 weeks. Longest I've seen to this point is 90 days. I don't pull punches. There are no negative reviews on me. The people who do one-on-one coaching with me know this about me. I don't care if you're brand new. I don't care if you're a long time. It's $5,000 if you want to pay it for the entire year, 100% guaranteed. It's all done through Square. You can refund it through your credit card. It's legit. And I'll give you another $5,000 on top of it if I don't get you the listing within that year. And I just know you will. The question is, are you going to show up every day and talk to me every day and do what I ask you to do every day? I don't want people to buy me. I want you to thrive and to be successful and to be different and give 100% of your 50% with your clients. And know that 99% of what you do is for free. And know that your icebreaker, to my friend Mr. Ross on the call, be 100% authentic. It's not a script. Life is not a script. Life is not a package. Life is not how good is my package. I don't need a package. I tell everybody this all the time. When I go out and I have a flyer or something, it's a prop. I'm getting them to buy me. I'm not going to buy secrets and mysteries of the universe, how to get a listing, special funnel, Zillow, something, and believe that that's going to fix me either, because I'll be stuck at number one. And last but not least, if you can't get over your personal trauma, you are going to fail. Okay? You just are. Again, take advantage of my free. Go to HONISH.com, sign up, get a free one-on-one. And if you would like for me to coach you, you'll know because the link will still be live. I'm going to take it down after I get, I think 5 or 6. I don't know because I interview everybody. Nobody just gets approved. I know it'll take your money and it'll go through a process, but I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to work with you. I'm just going to be brutally honest. Some people can't be helped. You cannot. There are a couple of people on this call who will tell you firsthand that it's just how I operate. I can't fix everybody. Drowning people do drown. And the Red Cross will teach you this when you learn life-saving techniques. When people are drowning, don't jump in the water unless you know what you're doing, because they will drown you as well. And I am telling you this as a coach, not somebody trying to make a buck for the new year, okay? HONISH.com, if you're ready and you want to take the next step, $5,000 for the entire year or 2 payments of $3,000, that's $6,000. Go to LeeHonishWebinar.com, 200% guarantee. Everything is up on that page. I appreciate you taking the time.